Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you, talking to you about you and your business. Got a lot to cover, as always, on today's program. Love to bring on my good friend Paul Carroll with a company called Efficient Wealth Management. That's efficientwealthmanagement.com. He does an extraordinary job talking about what's happening out there in the financial front, and I consider him a leader in the financial industry. Paul, tell us a little bit more about your firm, and then introduce your guest today.
Well, good morning, Kevin, and thank you for that great introduction. Kevin, Efficient Wealth Management is a boutique wealth management firm based here in the Woodlands, Texas. Our job, of course, is to make work optional. And we do that by working with a team of experts and using a consultative approach to help our clients protect their wealth, mitigate their taxes, take care of their heirs, protect their assets from being unjustly taken, and maximize the impact of any charitable giving. Today we're introducing Haley Garcia. She had her own brokerage business, and now she's working with Heritage Properties. She's one of their, if not their lead producer. She's a great person to have on the show today.
Hey, welcome to the program, Haley. Kind of give us a little bit about your background.
Thank you very much. I am a real estate broker with Heritage Texas Properties, and we have 16 offices across the Houston, Galveston, West Texas area, but I am out of our Woodlands office, and I do between $35 and $40 million a year in real estate, all the way from starter homes to luxury estates.
Yeah, very cool. That's excellent. How long have you been doing this?
This is my 13th year.
Congratulations. So go ahead there, Paul.
Well, Kevin, I was doing a little snooping on her website, and you know everybody likes to have their grades, so to speak, their Amazon grade. She has a 4.97 out of 5 based on almost 100 completed surveys. Haley, how do you get a score that high? Did you pay for it?
That's how I would get it. But anyway.
Paul, I wish I could pay for it. No, that is a system that the Houston Association of Realtors implemented a couple of years ago, and those surveys actually go out to each of our clients, whether buying or selling, automatically, and we do not have any power to alter them. They automatically post to our website, and they grade myself and my team on our communication, on our market knowledge, on our service, and we definitely strive for excellence around here.
Yeah. How big is your team?
I have one buyer's agent and 2 assistants, and then myself.
Very good. So it's a mean and lean.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We run a tight ship, and we're always busy.
Very good. That's the way I always prefer my businesses to run, too. Go ahead, Paul.
Well, and of course, Haley, you have the backing of Heritage Properties if there's any need for support or anything like that. Now, I just came from an economic development partnership meeting this morning, and what they were talking in that meeting was there's an enormous inventory issue with Exxon and some of these other firms coming to the Woodlands. How does the market look for someone trying to move into the Woodlands today for a personal residence?
It's definitely a market where you can't think too long about it. You must act quickly. Our active listings at the end of December declined 16.1% from December of 12, which is a huge decline as far as, available inventory. It puts us down below, we're at almost like a 2.6 month supply, and that's the lowest level ever recorded locally. So we definitely need more inventory. So these buyers moving in have something to choose from, and our builders are working hard at trying to keep up. But as you know, land shortage is definitely the challenge.
Yeah, and it's hard to believe, but in certain congested areas, like the rapidly growing Woodlands, that is becoming a challenge.
It definitely is.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about, what your sense is of 2014 and compare it based on what you saw in 2013.
I think 2014 is definitely going to have another surge in our population. In 13, we definitely had, buyers moving in from overseas and also around the country with smaller companies. But now not only do we have the smaller ancillary companies that are following Exxon, but we also have the Exxon folks coming in as well. So the population, the traffic is going to continue to grow, and the inventory is going to continue to stay slim. So, we have to get creative and move outside the Woodlands just a little bit on the outskirts, and then there's a lot of builders and remodeling companies coming into the center heart of the Woodlands, and they're offering great services if you purchase something that might be a little bit dated or needs some updating to keep those properties in tip-top shape as well, to have more inventory.
Very good. Paul?
Well, Haley, when I moved to the Woodlands over a decade ago, first, you never thought anywhere in Texas could run out of space. And second, there was sort of a common knowledge that, okay, don't buy a condo, don't buy a townhouse, won't retain its value. Now, of course, I live in a city home, for want of a better term. And has that pretty much changed permanently now, do you think? Do you think now there's a lot more market for non-traditional suburban housing?
It has absolutely changed. In fact, the townhome idea and condo terminology is kind of blending over to almost single family, because in certain areas in the Woodlands we've got almost like row houses where you just have 3 to 4 feet between the two, and you've got a courtyard size, backyard, side yard type, and they're very sought after. It's low maintenance. It's close to all the amenities and the freeway, so people can hop on and get into town if they need to quickly. So they are in high demand.
Yeah, very interesting. By the way, go ahead and give your website.
Our website is heritagetexas.com, and you can click on there and see lots of local updates from our Houston Association of Realtors, and also find myself and all of the other agents around town.
Very good. Paul, we got about a minute left. Why don't you wrap it up with your thoughts?
Sure, absolutely. And I did want to add, Haley actually has a great website of her own, too. It's HaleyGarcia.com. It's been a phenomenal marketplace here in the Woodlands for real estate. I've come to the conclusion and told my clients, if you want to move up, do it now, because it's just going to get more expensive, more difficult. It's almost a California/New York type environment here. People want to be within walking distance of Market Street and of the amenities. And I don't see that changing as the demographics change. Do you agree?
I agree, Paul, 100%. Time is of the essence.
Absolutely. Sounds like it's going to be a continued boom out there. By the way, Paul Carroll's with Efficient Wealth Management. You can look him up online at efficientwealthmanagement.com. He's a regular feature on The Price of Business. Love what you bring. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and thank you, Haley.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Have a great day.
You too. When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.